The third and final week of Guardian games began yesterday, and with it brought along a new strike for us to conquer to get a high score. The strike for Guardian games this week is Devil's Lair, which is a breeze to do. In today's video, I'm going to cover the tips, tricks, and loadouts to get you an easy high score, all the while being solo. So with that being said, I'm SniperKH, and let's get into the guide. Let's dive into the loadout. You do have a barrier and overload champs to deal with, but truth be told, you can brute force enough damage to eliminate the champion before they can really do anything. Regardless, we'll still prepare a loadout around having champion types covered. For primary, I ran nothing other than the Izanagi's Burden for access to burst damage for champions, the spider tank, and the final boss. For the secondary, I ran an overload auto rifle. I'd suggest running either an arc auto rifle like the Sweet Sorrow to crack knight and captain shields easily, or a void auto rifle to synergize with breaks from beyond. For the heavy weapon, I ran commemoration, although you could run an explosive light rocket launcher or a void linear fusion rifle. For subclass, I ran my Starfire Warlock build, although running the Sunbracers Warlock build will also do you fine in the strike. If you do not want to run a Warlock for this solo, then don't worry, as a Void Hunter is great and Void Titan, more specifically Ward of Dawn Titan, will prove to be great. For mods, run whatever mods you'd like to run. With that being covered, let's delve deep into the strategy I used throughout the strike. So similar to the first week of Guardian games, you'll want to get as many spree and insult to injury medals as you can, as those will bulk your score up fast. There are several areas in this strike where using the commemoration will give you free spree medals, especially in the laser barrier area. You'll also run into a lot of insult to injury medals as there are a considerable number of champions. As per usual with the last 3 weeks, you'll need to move fast, enough to finish the strike in 20 minutes, as going longer than 20 minutes will cause you to slowly lose points, and going slower than 23 minutes will cause you to lose points without being able to earn more. Now that all of that has been said, let's get into the walkthrough. For the start, you'll want to get as many spree medals as you can here. You'll have about 5 to 6 groups of ads that you can use for spree medals, so get them quickly. Towards the end of this area, you'll have an overload champion to take down, so get a free insult to injury medal, then move on. In the next area, you'll come across a large number of spree medals, so whenever you see a group of ads, use that group for a spree medal. Otherwise, you'll want to clear out the room as usual while getting insult to injury medals on the champs in this area. Once every ad is dead, scan the panel in which you'll have 3 areas you can position yourself in. The first area is the catwalk behind the panel you need to scan. I find this to be the best spot for passive play, especially if you're running a class that doesn't have access to well. The second position is off towards the crater on the left side. It once again provides cover from all of the ads, but it does impose a threat to spree medals as your line of sight in this area is limited. The third position in this room you can use, which is the one that I used, is the middle catwalk. It is by far the most dangerous of the 3 positions I labeled, but it can also allow you to get the most spree medals, as you'll be in the fray a lot more. Choose whatever position you want, and that will synergize with your playstyle the best. After scanning the panel, you'll just want to spawn trap the ads while getting as many spree medals as you can. There's not really much more to say here besides getting spree medals and insult to injury medals when the champs spawn. Once the lasers clear up, you can move on. When you make it outside, you'll have some ads in front of you and off to your left by that lone building that you can use for more spree medals. I'd recommend first doing with the champion so that you don't hit immune shots when going for spree medals, so insult to injury the champ then get spree medals on the rest of the ads. For this area, I found the best way of getting through this place while maximizing points and not wasting time was to use all of my Izanagi shots into honed edge shots that I would use for the spider tank. From there, I would then slowly clear out the ads, champs, and brigs for spree medals and insult to injury medals while also farming for additional special ammo. Once I stocked up on special ammo, I would damage the spider tank again and rinse and repeat until the tank died. Feel free to go about this area in whatever way you deem to be the most comfortable, but I found this to be the best course of action. Once all ads in the spider tank are dead, kill the ads that are exiting from where you need to go, which should give you a free spree medal, and then move on. You are finally at the boss fight. This boss fight is very easy and much more relaxed compared to last week's strike. Start by clearing out all of the ads for spree medals, and most importantly, start the fight. Once the fight begins, do a similar strat as the previous area of dumping your special ammo into the boss until you either run out of special ammo or until the boss goes immune. In between downtime of using your Izanagi's Burden, you should be farming free spree medals off of all of the ads that are entering the room, as this will also spawn in more special that you can use to cook the boss. Once the boss goes immune, be sure to clear out ads for free spree medals, then take down the 4 servitors that are protecting the boss. Once the boss is vulnerable again, you want to repeat the cycle I have been bringing up this whole fight. Empty your special ammo into the boss, get free spree medals on incoming ads while also getting special ammo, then dump that special ammo into the boss to damage gate the boss. Once the boss goes vulnerable for the last time, sweep the room for ads, and once every ad is dead, nuke the boss. Following these steps should grant you a high enough score to be in the top 10% echelon of players. Well, that wraps up this video. If you found it helpful, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more Destiny 2 content dropping weekly. I'll be going live throughout this week to do high score runs of this strike in case if you have questions regarding my strategies or whatnot. Finally, follow me on my social media platforms, I'll link in the description below. With that being said, I'm SniperKH, and I'm out. Good luck with gaming.